In the previous video, we learned about how to show databases, create a new database, various types of column attributes, and finally, how to create a table. We created a new table named Pay in the employee database. In this video, I'll be creating two more tables so that you will be thorough with how to create a table in MySQL. So without wasting much time, let's go to our computer screen. The question is on the screen. We have to create a table named Office. The columns will be employee number, employee name, gender, and date of joining. Since the name of the database where the table has to be created is not mentioned, I am going to create it in the database employee, which we have already created. I'll be explaining fast because we have already learned it in the previous video, and this is just a small recap. So to begin with, let's open the database by typing use emp and then press enter. Type create table office and then enter. Open the bracket and type en small int primary key, comma, and then enter. Next is employee name. Type ename varchar20 in brackets and type not null, comma, and enter. Now for gender, the character width is only one column. It also has a default value of m. So type gender char1 default and type m in single quotes, comma, and enter. The last column is date of joining. So type doj date, close the bracket, and then enter. You can see the table office has been created. Here is the next question. In this, you have to create a table named department in the database of Atlas. Since we have not yet created the database named Atlas, let's create it first. So type show databases. Now type create database Atlas. Now type use Atlas to open it. Next, create table department and enter. Open the bracket. emp id small int unsigned primary key, comma. Then emp name varchar20, comma. Department id small int, comma. City varchar20, comma. mgrid for manager id small int, comma. And for salary, type salary decimal 7,2 in brackets. And lastly, date of joining for date. Close the bracket, put semicolon, and enter. Now the table department has been created. Nextly, you can also view the structure of the table by typing describe department. You can see the structure of the table department. I hope now you will be thorough with how to create a table. Now you are going to learn the most important and an interesting part of MySQL, that is, how to insert data in the tables which you have created just now. Altogether, we have created three tables named Pay, Department, and Office. Out of that, I'll be inserting data into the tables of Pay and Department. Firstly, let's insert data into the table of Pay. Type show databases to list all the available databases. Then open the emp database by typing use emp. Type show tables to see the tables available in it. You can see that the table Pay is there. Type describe Pay to display the structure of the table. Now you can see the structure of the table Pay. In the field column, there are emp id, name, age, city, salary and date of birth. These are the order in which you have to enter the data while inserting data in the table. From now, the actual part of inserting data in the table starts. So type insert into pay values and then enter. Here, the word pay stands for the name of the table. In our case, the name of the table is pay. So, we are typing insert into pay values. Then open the bracket. Now in the structure, you can see that under the field column, the first is EMP ID, that is the employee ID. I will be entering data of 3 employees. Let's say the first employee is Amit. Since he is the first person, I will give his employee ID as 1. Make sure that while entering the data inside the bracket, you have to follow this order. That is, first you have to enter employee ID, comma, then name, comma, then age, city, salary, and lastly date of birth. I have opened the structure of the table just to make it easy to understand. So I'll type 1 and then comma. Next is name. So I'll type Amit inside single quotes and then comma. Next is age. His age is 34. Amit stays at Mumbai, so I'll type Mumbai inside single quotes. His salary is 45,000. His date of birth is 15th June 1990. The format for date in MySQL is year, month, day. 1990 06 17 in single quotes. You may have noticed that I have put the name, city and date inside single quotes. This is because anything which we enter except numbers will be entered inside single quotes. The date will also be in single quotes. Close the bracket, comma and enter. In the same manner, I am going to enter the data for 2 more employees named Sunil and Ajay. Since Ajay is the last employee whose data is being entered, after the bracket, I have to type semicolon and hit enter. You can see that it displays as 3 rows affected. That means our data was successfully saved in the table. Now to view the data which we just inserted in the table pay, you have to just type select and then star icon and then from pay. That is the table which we want to view. So I repeat, select star from pay, semicolon and enter. Here, as you can see, the data which we entered of the 3 employees, Amit, Sunil and Ajay, is shown on the screen. This is the actual table. Suppose there is another employee named Sanjay and I know his employee ID, name, age and salary, but I don't know his city and date of birth. Now, how to enter the details of Sanjay? For that, type insert into pay and enter. Open the bracket and type all the column names for which you have the data to be entered. That is employee ID, name, age, salary. Close the bracket and enter. After pressing enter, type values and once again open the bracket 4, Sanjay in single quotes, 20, 23,000 and close the bracket, semicolon and enter. The data must be entered in this order. Now type select star from pay. You can see that the 4th employee's detail has been added. The city and the date of birth is mentioned as null. This is because we don't have the data regarding the city and the date of birth. This table has 6 columns, but in large organizations, there may be large tables with large columns. So in that case, it may become difficult to view data. Let's say you want to view only the columns of employee ID, name, age and salary. You can view it by typing select employee ID, name, age, salary from pay and then enter. Now you can see that in this table there are only 4 columns of employee ID, name, age and salary. Now you know how to insert data in the table. If you want to make any changes in the data of the table, the update and set statements are used. I'll be covering the topic of update and set statements in my next tutorial. That's all for now. If you like this tutorial, tap the like button, share it with your friends, and if you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching and I'll meet you in my next tutorial.